This past week, I finally took a vacation. Props to me, because I know a lot of my great Mike Mafia soldiers have been asking me to take a break for the longest time. And there were some unfortunate things that took place during the week of my break. I tend to always make this joke that right as I'm taking some time off, some crazy stuff happens, and we did get some crazy stuff happening. One in the form of Jadeveon Clowney signing with the Cleveland Browns, which is a remarkable signing that I wasn't able to break down and analyze, unfortunately. But another one being the fact that Aaron Donald got into a bit of a situation because of an alleged bar fight. And this initially came out 2 days ago. And when I saw this, I kind of smirked and laughed because, dude, with all due respect, if you are anyone in the world, the last person that you want to fight is Aaron Donald. Like, we're talking about quite possibly the greatest defensive player of this generation, if not of all time. So what's going on, guys? Your boy Mike here. Today I'm gonna break down each and every bit of this wild Aaron Donald bar fight situation for you guys. All I'm asking for is for you to sack the like button for the YouTube algorithm, consider subscribing, and if you are already subscribed and you like my content, consider turning on our notifications. Now that we got all that out of the way, break! Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? In order for you guys to get the full side of the story, we're gonna tell the accuser side of the story first, then we're gonna get to Aaron Donald's side of the story. So 2 days ago, on April 14th, 2021, we officially got word that a man claimed that he was assaulted over the weekend by NFL superstar defensive tackle Aaron Donald. The accuser is a man by the name of DeVincent Spriggs, who claimed that the LA Rams defensive tackle struck him in the face in the early morning hours of April 11th, according to his attorney, a man by the name of Todd Hollis. Now, Hollis released a picture of Spriggs' alleged injuries, which shows a badly damaged right eye, and the attorney eventually filed a report against Aaron Donald. According to DeVincent Spriggs, Aaron Donald essentially beat the living crap out of him so badly that he ended with a concussion, 16 stitches in his eyebrow, a broken eye socket, and a broken nose. Now, look, any person could come out and say, hey, this player that was at the club with me beat the crap out of me. So obviously the Pittsburgh Gazette wanted to know what his story was. So apparently both DeVincent Spriggs and Aaron Donald bumped into one another when they were inside of a club called the Boom Boom Room, leading to an argument between the two. They were both asked to leave the club. Now bear in mind, there's no official business in Pittsburgh called the Boom Boom Room, so this is already fairly sketchy to start out, but regardless, let's continue with Mr. Spriggs' side. While they were outside, Aaron Donald confronted DeVincent Spriggs and began punching him. Now, according to Spriggs' lawyer, regardless of what may have happened in the nightclub, it doesn't justify this. And according to the accuser, there were no weapons used in this altercation. So the story is that DeVincent Spriggs bumped into Aaron Donald inside of a nightclub. They got into an altercation and they were both asked to leave the nightclub. While outside of the nightclub, Aaron Donald got aggressive with Spriggs, attacking him, and as a result, Spriggs decided to file a formalized statement to the cops and hire a lawyer. Now, the injuries from this entire incident include 16 stitches, which include a broken eye socket, a broken nose, and a serious injury to his arm. He also suffered a concussion and quote-unquote severe trauma. And when the LA Rams were asked about this report in regards to Aaron Donald, they said that we are aware of the reports regarding Aaron Donald, according to a statement from one of their team representatives, and we are currently collecting more information and will have no further comment at this time. So it's a fairly linear story. Two individuals bump into each other at a club. They both get escorted out for getting into an altercation and yelling at each other. And once they're outside of the club, Aaron Donald attacks DeVincent Spriggs. Fairly easy to follow along. Now, at the time this all dropped, for the most part, the reception from social media media is, why on earth would you try to pick a fight with Aaron Donald? Like, look at the guy. He's absolutely huge. Like, teams literally need to triple team the man on an NFL field, despite him being in the NFL for about 7 years. So it doesn't make sense to try to pick a fight with this man. This guy is a mountain of a human being. Now, this is where things get very interesting, because Aaron Donald's lawyer went on the radio today and actually explained Aaron Donald's side of the story, which not only gives a brand new perspective to everything that we covered so far, but there's a crazy twist at the end that just makes you look at the plaintiff a little funny. Now listen to this.
Somebody elbowed him in the back, and he turns around, and it's this guy. It's Mr. Spriggs. And Aaron looks at him and goes, "What's up?" And Aaron thinks, "I don't know this guy." And it's obvious to Aaron right away that he's drunk. And this guy goes, "Did I mean to? Did I mean to?" And he's aggressive, and he starts yelling, and his voice screaming over all the partygoers. And Aaron's like, "What's up?" And the scene starts, and Aaron and this guy are about 3-4 feet away from each other, and this guy's starting to come at Aaron. Well, all these people at the party, most of which he doesn't know, take Mr. Spriggs, and I think he's got a couple other guys with him, wrestle him out, take him out, escort him out of the party. A short time later, Aaron and his brother, they go outside. Mr. Spriggs is still there. And they walk out, it's like a dark alleyway, and you'll see it in surveillance video. We have the surveillance video, and we have 5 corroborating witnesses at this point, and we have more that are coming out of the woodwork. And Mr. Spriggs starts walking towards Aaron, and he's yelling, and he's drunk, and he's aggressive. And Aaron sees something in his right hand, and at first he thinks it's a gun. And Aaron's, at this point, like, oh my. But it's actually a bottle. It's a long liquor bottle. And this guy goes at Aaron and swings with his right hand, and Aaron ducks. The bottle then grazes the top of Aaron's head. Aaron has a lump on his head from the bottle grazing the top of his head. And that's when all hell breaks loose. So as soon as Aaron ducks, the partygoers, the patrons, people that know Aaron, grab him from behind. And at this point in time, this kid, Mr. Spriggs, gets,
he got toned up.
So there's no dispute that Mr. Spriggs is injured, but the other people that were there that night in Wright's Way were responsible, I guess, for protecting Mr. Donald, and in turn caused the injuries to Mr. Spriggs.
Casey,
so he does get punched, he does get slammed, he does get kicked in the head. It's violent, but the whole time Mr. Donald, Aaron, is being restrained. So as this fight or escalation, you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, continues, Aaron then breaks free from the restraints. And this is all on video, so I'm not making this up. He then goes to the pile where this melee is taking place, and he starts tearing people off, protecting Mr. Spriggs. He actually saves Mr. Spriggs from further injury.
So as you can see here, this wasn't necessarily Aaron Donald being aggressive towards Mr. Spriggs and trying to attack him. Rather, this was Spriggs trying to essentially get a money grab opportunity from attacking Aaron Donald, saying that Aaron Donald beat the crap out of him back, and then suing him to try to make a decent sum of money. And this was a colossal failure, because as you look into the surveillance footage, not only did Aaron Donald break up whatever fight that there was, but he essentially saved Mr. Spriggs' life on top of that. And if this is true, which according to my eyes it seems to be true, then Spriggs is obviously a piece of crap for trying to go out and get beaten up by Aaron Donald to try to make some money, especially when Aaron Donald was the guy that pretty much saved him from further injury. So let me know what you guys think about this entire situation in the comment section down below. I'm gonna have additional footage and other stuff that was omitted in this video in my Instagram story, and aside from that, I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.